And welcome to another episode of the Buzz Around Texoma video podcast. I am Zach Grantham, and I am your host. It's not the Crypt Keeper, Austin. It's Zach. I know I've been sounding awful here lately, but eventually I'll go to the doctor and get it all figured out. But thank you so much for joining us on the Buzz Around Texoma video podcast, brought to you by our friends at the Point Restaurant out there at Grandpappy Point Resort and Marina on Lake Texoma. And we have a special guest that I know very well. You never have seen him on the podcast. Have you ever been on the podcast before?
No.
Okay. But he's been a part of the podcast because he's normally on the other side of the camera. Oh, wait, sorry. My microphone here. But we have Austin with WiNC Technology. Austin, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. I don't know if I like sharing the microphone or anything like that because it's a little bit, but we got a microphone below the camera that you can't see. But Austin, thank you so much for being on the podcast instead of running the podcast like you normally do. But hey, this is just another
One-time exclusive.
Exclusive. We're charging you triple this time. No, I'm kidding. We don't charge anybody for a podcast, but yeah, so you do a whole bunch of stuff, honestly, for the radio stations and for the Buzz Around Texoma video podcast. So tell the folks that are watching right now exactly what all the stuff that you do for us.
Well, I run this podcast, of course, edit it and all that. I've set up the streaming machines and the equipment for the football games for Durant.
Whole bunch of IT stuff.
Yeah, I do all the technical side, and then I teach somebody how to run it and use it, and so that way I don't have to be there all the time and all that kind of stuff.
Well, you were very instrumental in getting my part of the radio show set up, so that way I can see whatever I need to do on my computer, not only just inside the studio at KLBC, but then of course when I'm trying to log in on my laptop or whatnot. But you do a whole bunch of stuff like helping with like office phones and things like that for people.
Yeah, I have my own IT company outside of the radio station. I do everything from computer repair, networking, Wi-Fi, phone systems, work phone systems, and cabling. So I just set up a business in Sherman. They didn't have any cabling at all. Brand new building.
Well,
so I ran all the cabling, hooked all their stuff in together, put all their Wi-Fi in, made sure, we've got certain spots that we need to put Wi-Fi access points so that way they can walk from the front all the way to the back and not lose any signal at all.
Yeah. All right. We're going to have more with Austin coming up here in just a moment. But Austin, we need you to, if you don't mind, if you would hit play on that commercial for the Point Restaurant out there at Grandpappy Point Resort and Marina on Lake Texoma. And welcome back to the Buzz Around Texoma video podcast. Of course, a huge thank you to our friends over at the Point Restaurant out there at Grand Pappy Resorts and Marina on Lake Texoma. And we got Austin here with WiNC Technology. And of course, Austin, you do a lot of stuff for us, here at the radio station and with the Buzz Around Texoma video podcast. But we were talking a little bit ago about IT stuff. I have no idea where to start when it comes to IT stuff. A lot of people don't. A lot of businesses, a lot of folks are trying to get things set up in their office, maybe even school districts, things like that. And you're the person, you're like, hey, call me and I can help you out with all of it.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, basically, I work for a lot of different companies around Texoma, actually, both sides of the river, Oklahoma and Texas. Mainly, there's a lot of people that need help with, getting their printers and stuff set up. Mm-hmm. Those are the bane of our existence. If something's gonna break, it's gonna be the printer.
Yeah, it always is. It always is. That's why Office Space had that scene where they're beating that printer up with a bat.
Yeah, we still do PC baseball.
Do we?
Yeah.
Okay.
So if a printer is finally just to the point where it's had its last mark, we'll take it out back and just rough it up.
Well, first time I've heard you doing that, so hopefully I'm invited to the next time.
Me and my cousin used to do that way back in the day.
Way back in the day, all right. But yeah, you're available to folks on, like you said, either side of the Red River for technology needs, because it can be frustrating. You have no idea what's going on. Printers fail all the time. Mm-hmm. Phone system, that Wi-Fi especially, mm-hmm. and there's IP addresses involved. But people don't have to worry about it as long as they give you a call.
Yeah, and I also have the ability to remote into their computers and stuff like that, and I can actually see. I've got software that tells me, if you're having an issue with your computer, and that's before you even really know you have an issue.
Yeah.
Or with a network, let's say I see an access point go down. Well, I can go in there and try to reboot it and not even have to bug you about it. And then if it reboots, it comes back up and you'll never know the difference and it's all good and go. But if something does come up, I can be proactive instead of reactive in the point of, hey, I've got a problem here.
Yeah.
It's showing me, do you want me to schedule a time to come out and see if we can get this fixed?
Yeah, so let's fix the minor problem before it gets to a major problem.
That's correct.
Yeah, definitely. I imagine that helps with the cost on it too, because you want to take care of stuff before it ends up just imploding. And then you take it out back, PC baseball.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and then with the baseball bat there. Well, you got any projects that you're working on right now? Anything that you're excited about coming up in the next couple of weeks?
Well, I put a bid in for doing a school systems IT work.
You're locally too.
So we will see how that turns out.
And that's the thing, you could actually assist the IT department for local school districts and helping them out.
Yeah, I had a friend of mine that had a computer shop down in McKinney, and every once in a while he'd have a problem and call me, and I just come down there and be like, so. And then whenever his customers came in, they're like, yeah, that's my IT guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I was the IT guy's IT guy.
There you go. And I will tell you that up at the church I'm the connections pastor for, Joshua's Crossing, I was having issues with my computer, and I had our IT guy at the church, and Austin was on the phone, their speakerphone. They started talking a different language. Whatever they were talking about, I had no idea. All I know is that they got it solved in 30 minutes. If I was trying to figure it out with Austin alone or with Ryan, our IT alone, or our IT guy alone, then it probably would take me 4 hours.
Yeah.
But it took y'all like 30 minutes. Y'all started talking some type of language. I had no idea. I barely graduated high school. But, well, it's exciting, though, that you got some upcoming stuff in the pipe. So, all right, well, tell us, somebody's watching right now, and they're like, I got to have Austin doing all my IT stuff. How can they get a hold of you? Tell us about your social media, website, all that other stuff.
Well, being IT, I've pretty much got all of them.
I've
got the phone number. I've got the website. I've got the Facebook, the whole 9 yards.
Okay.
Facebook, of course, you can find me on WiNC Technology.
And that's on Facebook?
Yep. And my website is WINC.technology. No .com, just .technology.
Can we make this microphone a permanent fixture on the Buzz Around Texoma video podcast?
I mean, I want to put a logo right here and everything. So, I mean, that's a possibility.
Put your logo, and then on one of the sides, can we put my head? Kind of like the Eisenhower Monument between Sherman and Denison.
We'll have to get a sticker made.
Okay, we can do that. We can probably figure that out pretty easily. Actually, I think I may have a sticker on my head. I know that sounds weird. Oh, my goodness. All right, well, Austin.
Yes.
Thank you so much for coming on the Buzz Around Texoma video podcast. Yeah, he's normally on the other side of the camera. You don't normally see him, but he does a whole bunch of stuff, and he has a great company here locally. I'm still holding this just like this, even though it's not plugged into anything. But thank you so much for it's wireless, wireless. There you go. All right, thank you so much for watching the Buzz Around Texoma video podcast for this week. And here's something that you can do for Austin and myself, since he's a part of this awesome podcast, is be sure to follow us on social media. We got YouTube channel. You can follow it, right? You can hit like. You can share it with your family and friends. And then, of course, occasionally you're going to see it on Facebook. Austin will send me the video for me to post up on the Facebook pages for KLBC 106.3, 94.1 KSEO, and also B99.7 The Buzz. So if you see it on Facebook, share it there. And people like Austin would love...
Ring that bell.
Ring that... What is it?
Ring the bell.
Sorry, I had to get the microphone in front of your face so that way people can hear you. But
always telling us to ring the bell, and they never says it. So
yeah,
like and ring the bell.
Like and ring the bell
on YouTube.
On YouTube,
Facebook, you just like.
Yeah, and share it and comment and send it to Uncle Edna. Yeah, she'll love it. You know Uncle Edna?
Aunt Sue.
Aunt Sue. Yeah. Oh, different. What town does Aunt Sue live in?
Probably with Uncle Edna, don't you think?
No, Uncle Edna lives in Bochito.
Oh, okay. Well, could be Bennington.
She goes and gets those gas station burritos at Tony's.
Hey, you got to get the foot long corn dogs. You go to Tony's.
Okay, all right. I'll have to tell Uncle Edna that. Well, that's going to do it for the Buzz Around Texoma video podcast. Thank you so much for watching this episode, and we will see you next week.